Okay, this video answers a question that from time to time, that is, I find it being reiterated and posed frequently. It came my way one time recently, and that became the one time that I supposed it easier to simply just respond to it, as we've done numerous times with several types of questions. So it's a question about being a synergist or a monergist, or synergism or monergism. It's another expression of the same categories that are under the major category titles or headings called Calvinism or Arminianism. And this synergism implies that a person believes in both God and man working in salvation. Monergism states expressly that only God is the one working. While this might be difficult, I think the difficulties can be resolved if we just look at KOINE once again and consider a particular text that is very interesting. So with that, let's just look at a text in John 6:29. And it says, Jesus answered and he said to them, "This is the work of the God." Literally, let me try to get that where you can see it. And he said to them, "This is the work." There's ergo, as in the ERG in the question. Ergo. Seen is a KOINE word for together with, and this is from mono or mono, only one, and together with. This is the word sin away from, excuse me. Didn't mean to. Well, what he simply stated was that this is the work of the God, and in order that introduces a purpose, that you all might deliberately cause yourselves to believe into that one whom he sent away from. So let me write it out a little more clearly. This answer seems to, the text clearly states neither synergist nor monergist expresses as well as what Christ said. He said on this side, say God, he's the one working, ergon. Okay, it's the work of God, the work. So it's God over here, and then here's men to whom this was written, and Jesus was speaking, and it says that you all might deliberately cause yourselves to believe. This is aorist, the simplest form of action. Deliberative comes from the subjunctive mode. Causation comes from the Hebrewism. It's an aspect of the Hebrew language. Genesis 15:6, Abraham caused himself to believe. So we understand the relationship here of the subject and his actions. So what we have here is the need to come up with a word. So we have on this side, we'll get the urgist is God. So we have divine urgist. And over here we have there is no ergon over here. There's nothing over here about work. It's just faith. So we can say we have man, faith. So now to answer the question, we now see it's an inadequate question to reflect what Jesus said, what finite man could conjure categories or questions that would even compare to the wisdom, knowledge, and unsurpassed excellency of Christ. So now we have a divine urgist with I'll have to come up with a word for it. So if you're ever asked about are you a synergist or monergist, say no, and then show the fault of the question, because the question actually combines or omits that which does not reflect accurately what Jesus said. So God, the purpose of God's work is for man to believe. So you have a faith ergist. And this is man believes, and that fulfills the purpose of God's work. So that'll take care of that for you. The next time you're asked that, enjoy this information and always fall back, as I always do, onto Jesus, and I co-depend upon Him to provide me answers much more excellent than those posed to me from, well, finite fallen man like myself. Okay, that's enough, and enjoy the video.